All right, happy Wednesday, guys. We are back again with some very highly requested Professor X testing. We did bring Ancient 1 to G20 this morning, and I've had tons of requests to try her out in Global Hero. So I've come up with a couple different team comps. I've also had several requests on getting through this section without having to use 3 Liberty members. There's a lot of people out there with concern because they don't want to bring that many of a war team to G20. So I have found one team comp with Ancient 1 that only requires 2 of the Liberty members. So we're going to jump in here and we're going to get started with this. And hopefully this will help some of you guys out there that have been asking for this. All right, so the first comp that we're going to use is going to be Ancient 1 and Emma. With that being said, let me get the volume turned up a little bit. There we go. All right. With that being said, these are our ISOs. Now, another thing to note, everyone on this team is completely maxed out. Now, I would assume a lot of you guys have Emma, Ancient 1 pretty close to being maxed out because they've been out for a while. They're obviously very important for Battle World. So they're definitely 2 tunes that are important to take to G20. So hopefully this will help. And then our 3 Liberty members are the new ones, Peggy, Patriot, and Joaquin. These are the ISOs that we're using. And we're going to jump in here and get started. Now I will tell you that there is some RNG. With that being said, this video could be a little bit longer than normal because we're going to make it work. I want you guys to have access to every option that's available so that you guys can get through Professor X as fast as possible while maintaining your resources as well as possible. All right, so we're going to start out. We're going to go over here and go after Logan. Of course, that's going to push him. Now, I will tell you, if he stuns Ancient 1 or Emma right out of the gate, just reset it because you need both of them. You got to have access to them. All right, so we're going to go after Logan with Peggy, get slow and trauma out there. And now we are going to use Patriot Special. Okay. All right, now we are going to go after Logan with her special, get ability block, but hopefully this will kill him for the first time. Very good. Next, Ancient 1 should be going, which should eliminate the docking. That is our hope. As soon as he takes a turn, he should bleed out. There we go. All right. Okay. And Ancient 1 gives your entire team retaliate, which is very helpful. Until we get in the next node where they're using it against you. But that's all right. We'll figure out a way to make it work. Okay. Stay with us, Emma. All right. Here we go. Get ability block on Logan. That got rid of the death proofs, and this will get rid of him. And, of course, that kill sped up Patriot 75% speed bar. And depending on how many times we have to kill Panda, this is light work. All right, there we go. Now, I tried this probably 5 times. And it worked 4 out of the 5. The one time that it did not work, the second docking did not bleed out and die. So if you're on a bit of a time crunch, if you get to Ancient 1's special and docking ends up not bleeding out, then just reset it because you're not. He's going to speed up Logan and you're not going to make it through. All right. So let's jump into the last node. This one is a little more tricky. Now, There is a lot of RNG in this node when it comes to this squad. You really need Ancient One to go as late as possible. If she goes first, you're done for. She's going to put defense down on your whole team, and then the rest of the squad that goes is going to completely decimate you. And I'll show you this. Oh, she didn't land defense down on everybody, only Patriot. Oh no. We'll stick with this and see what happens. Yeah, Patriot's not going to make it. Nope. Yeah, you really need... I think I got this to work twice. Both times, Ancient One went either 4th or 5th. And then the other thing that is very important is you've got to hang on to Emma's ultimate, and you have to time using it to eliminate all of the barrier. Because a couple times I actually beat it, but I did not have Shadow King's health low enough, and he spawned the entire team again. So you need to use Emma's ultimate to get rid of all the barriers so that you can get Shadow King's health low enough to where that doesn't come back and bite you. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, very good. Take your time. Take your time. Third might be okay, but she gave defense down to 3 of them. Joaquin didn't make it. Yep. We really need Ancient One to go later than that. Ideally, she goes last. I think that only happened once out of all of the testing that I did. But if you have to reset it a few times in order to make this work, but this team comp is what's most efficient for your resources, so be it. It will definitely be faster than getting all of the other resources to bring someone else in if you're close to being able to build this team. Okay. It seems like 50% of the time Ancient One goes first. Okay. She went second. Defense down on Patriot. Probably won't live through this. But we'll see. We got defense down on Joaquin. He's gone. All right. We'll reset it as many times as we need to. I'm off today. I'm not going anywhere. And you know I'll test it as many times as I need to get through it for you guys. Okay. That's why I told you guys this might be a little longer video, because both of these teams require RNG and quite a few resets on the Shadow King boss. Okay. Let's go. All right, Ancient One, take your time. Okay. Ability block on Patriot. She went third. That's not fantastic. Okay, we got a stun on Peggy. That's also terrible. This is about the worst RNG I've seen so far if we live through it. Okay. Let's go right here. Hit 4 of them. They have Retaliate, which isn't fantastic. Okay. We're not going to use her ultimate because we're going to save it for when they all have barrier up. So, we are going to go ahead and stun Emma. Okay. All right, let's go in with Patriot. These retaliates are killing me. And he's doing his ultimate right out of the gate, which is actually good for us if we survive it. Hang in there, guys. Oh, come on. We're not going to survive it, I don't think. Nope. Nope. Well, that was just terrible RNG. It was actually good that Shadow King did his ultimate early before he did his special. Because your team is more likely to survive if he does it first. If he does it second, then a lot of times you've got one of your either Ancient One or Emma that are too low and they don't have barrier up and he just wipes them both out. So let's jump in here again. Hope you guys got some coffee. Hope you guys got some patience because this is very heavily RNG based, but you can get through it. Okay. And I wish you only had to hit the continue button once on this. Oh my gosh, she went first. Okay. Ability block Emma's not fantastic, but they're staying away from Peggy so far. We might live through this. Wow. That was very surprising. All right, well, let's go over here. The retaliation wasn't so bad there. Okay. We're going to go ahead and stun Peggy. All right. We're going to use Ancient One's special. Get Retaliate up for our side. Okay, let's get in here with his special. All right. We really need it. All right, we're going to go ahead and ability block Joaquin. All right. Let's get in here on Patriot. Okay. Let's get some slows out there. All right. We really want to stun Patriot, but we really need to go after Ancient One or she's going to stun somebody over here. And special. Let's see. Joaquin's gone, which is fantastic. Let's see if we can get rid of Emma. That will give us speed bar on Patriot. Awesome. Okay. Who are you going to stun? Emma, that's not great. Okay, let's go over here and rewind Patriot. All right. Hopefully, this will kill all three because we need to get to Shadow King before he gets his barrier up because we don't have Emma to take it down. All right, we're going to put it on auto. Let's roll. Shadow King stunned, and we're golden. Very good. All right. That worked out a lot better than I expected. So hopefully, guys, that will help you guys out that are looking for this comp. Ancient One's awesome. I do not have any regrets bringing her to G20, even though it may delay bringing the last Accursed up to G20. So many of you guys out there have been asking me for this. I wanted to go ahead and get it out for you. Now, the next team. Here we go. This team right here is probably the most cost-effective team that I've been able to put together. Okay, you've got Ancient One, which is Mystic. You've got Emma, which is Mutant. Patriot is Bio, and then Hank and Joaquin are Tech. And you're not having to bring in 3 Liberty. So if that's something that's a concern for you, this team comp will probably be something that works well. Plus, I will tell you, if you have any concerns about bringing Hank to G20, if you play Crucible, Hank is a big deal at G20 in Crucible. All right. So we are going to go after Logan with his basic. Okay, and we're going to go in here with Joaquin, and then Logan is gone. We're going to go ahead and ability block this Docking down here. All right. We're going to go in with Patriot Special. Okay. And then Ancient One is going to wreck everyone. Dude, it's freaking ridiculous. Now, on the very first turns, on Hank's basic into Logan, and then Joaquin's special into Logan, that worked for me 4 out of 5 times. So if you don't kill Logan, you may have to reset a couple times till you actually kill him. But it will work for you. All right. Now, one other thing that I want to go over, because this is very important. We'll pull it up in here. The ISO selection is very important for that last node with Logan. You need Joaquin at a striker so he does that extra damage when he goes into Logan with his special. With that being said, I've also had, the one time that it did not work, Patriot was the assist whenever Hank went into Logan with his basic, and it did not do enough damage. But every other time it was Ancient One doing the assist, and she does more damage. So that may be something you run into, so just keep that in mind. All right, let's jump in here to this one. Now, same thing. You do not want to start the match with Emma or Ancient One stunned or ability blocked. Other thing is you absolutely have to save Emma's ultimate to drop the barrier on Shadow King when it comes to that point. So if you end up getting her ultimate first turn, do not use her ultimate, save it until barrier's up. Man, if we survive this, this is about the best cluster I've seen so far. Okay, all right. Survive, Joaquin, because I'm loving this. Okay, so that's perfect. We have offense down on Ancient One, which isn't great, but we have nothing on Emma. This is looking good. We're going to go ahead and get his safeguard up. Okay. we are going to ability block Emma. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use Ancient One special. We're going to get retaliation up on our side. Yeah, for some reason, in this match, both Hanks get stuck on the other side. So just be aware of that. That's pretty funny, but it happens a lot. All right, let's go in here with his special. All right. They drug Hank back to his side. Okay. Shadow King special. Got 642 bleeds on Ancient One. All right, let's go. We really need to rewind Joaquin. Patriot's ultimate does quite a bit of damage. We're going to rewind him. Okay, stop with the retaliations. All right, let's go ahead and get some slow out there. That is highly important. Needs to land on Joaquin for sure. Okay, he attacked the right place. Okay, let's go after Ancient One. Yeah, now our Hank's hanging out on their side. Oh my goodness. Live, live, you can do it. All right, let's keep going after Ancient One. Get the retaliate. Come on. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. That's not fantastic. I don't think he's going to live through it. Ow. And Shadow King's going. All right, he does not have death proofs. We're in trouble. All right. So we going again. Man, that was... I was on the edge of my seat that whole entire match. All right, let's do it again. This one took me a lot longer to win earlier, so the good news is you get to hang out with me for a little bit longer. Oh, goodness sakes. We've also got some other testing a lot of you guys have been asking for. Later today or tomorrow, we will be getting the Helverine and Mordo testing out. I don't know if I'll get it out today because I really need to get my Cosmic Crucible defense video out. So we'll see. I'm going to try to get it out today, but it might be tomorrow. Okay, okay. Stay with us, Hank. Okay. We have no ability blocks and no stuns. All right. Let's go ahead and get Safeguard up on Hank. Okay. I think we're going to ability block Joaquin this time. All right. We need to get retaliates up quick. Hey, Hank's hanging out on our side again. Okay. Let's go ahead and rewind Patriot. Okay. I think that is the end of their retaliates. Please be the ultimate. Yes. Okay, very good. That came at the right time. Okay, we got the ultimate out of the way, which is fantastic. Get some slow out there. We did not land slow on anyone, but that's all right because we all survived the ultimate, which is very important. Okay, we're going to save her ultimate because he does not have barrier up yet. Let's get in here. Go after Patriot. He's going to drop a tank on us. Let's see. Ancient One got slow, which isn't great. Okay. So we have now survived his ultimate and his special. So that is very good news. All right, let's get in here on Patriot. Okay, we really need to be able to stun her. Let's see if we can stun Emma. Okay, awesome. Emma's stunned, that's great. I need you to live. Okay. Ancient One is stunned, that's not great. Alright. But it did put taunt on Ancient One, so we can go after her now. Oh my gosh, we lost Emma. Alright. That was actually going pretty well. Until Emma bled out. There was somebody standing behind her, stabbing her, and we didn't see it. Alright. This one definitely could take you a few turns. It took me a while to get through it, for sure. Got something in my eye. Alright. Okay. Take your time. Okay. Patriot is ability blocked. Now we just have... Man. Put a beat down on Hank. Alright, Hank lived through it. That's great. This is about the worst setup we could possibly have. Okay. We're going to ability block Ancient One. We need to get rid of her as soon as possible. She is consistently raining on our parade. Okay, let's go ahead and rewind over here. And those retaliations are brutal. Okay. Perfect. He's doing his ultimate first. So far, this is going fairly well. Okay. Let's go ahead and drop the tank over here. Want to hit Ancient One every chance we get. He got slow on our whole entire team, which isn't great. Okay. Let's go ahead and go after Emma. We're going to continue to do the same, hit her and Ancient One. Ancient One dodged. Okay. Man. We need to get a better setup. A straight line is terrible for us. Oh. Luckily, I got plenty of coffee and plenty of time. And I'm really liking this new computer screen. Man, I'm not having to have neck surgery after every video now. Definitely better placement. We got Emma and Ancient One right next to each other. Okay. So far, so good. Let's have Ancient One go last. Yeah, second to last. No, because I think Patriot hasn't went yet, right? Yeah, he did go. Okay, great. Okay, let's go ahead and get Safeguard up on Hank. Okay, let's get in here. Let's have everybody that lives in their neighborhood retaliate. Let's see. We're going to go right here. Okay. Okay, let's get in here with the Ancient One. Get some retaliates out on our team. Goodness sakes. The retaliates are killing us. All right. She didn't last long at all that time. All right. I had not thought about it. But if we go a couple more times without winning, I may swap Ancient One and Emma to Fortifier. I really like to have Ancient One where she is to land all those debuffs, but we'll have to see how it goes. Ancient One went really early that time, which isn't fantastic for us. All right, let's clear everything on Hank. We do have them all in a little circle over here, which is good. Okay, let's get in here and hit all four of them. Okay. We're going to save her ultimate. And she is right in the middle. We're going to go ahead and ability block her. It's going to remove her taunt, but we should be able to hit her consistently where she's at. All right, let's ultimate. Of course, it clears everything on their side, but we survived the ultimate right out of the gate, which is great. Okay. Let's see. It doesn't... None of them have immunity, so somebody should get freaking slow. Well, Hank did. All right. Let's get in here with her special. We need some retaliate on our side for sure. We need their retaliate to not kill her. Okay. Let's get back here. Get Ancient One every chance we get. Alright, we're going to save her ultimate for sure. Let's go right here into Joaquin because we really don't have much of a choice. Okay. Luckily, Emma's got 2 death proofs. Now she has none. That's not great. Okay. Got rid of all their barrier with Patriot, and Emma's going to die here in a minute, so it doesn't really matter. All right. I totally forgot that Patriot removes barrier with his ultimate. So that will free us up to use her ultimate because that will give her and Ancient One immunity, which would be fantastic to have. So that was good to notice. Ancient One went first. Defense down on 3. We're not even going to mess with it. We're going to reset that. Okay. We're not going to start that match out with defense down on 3 and their entire team going because it's only going to be a matter of time before they kill one of them anyway. Okay. We need a restart button so we don't have to go through all of this nonsense every time we reset. Ability block on Emma is not great at all. Defense down on Ancient One is not great at all. And the rest of the whole entire squad. This is about the worst setup that we've started with. But what the heck, we're already in here. It takes 5 minutes to reset, so let's go ahead and get Safeguard up. Okay. Let's get all 4 of them there. I'm going to try something different. We're going to save that. Because there's no sense in wasting our retaliations, because as soon as Shadow King goes, he's just going to delete them all anyway. So let's save that and use her special after Shadow King goes. Assuming that we live that long. Okay. Don't know that we're going to live through this. Okay. But we did. Alright, we're going to ability block Ancient One. Okay. Emma's got a bunch of death proofs, which is great. We're going to go in here. Hit Ancient One as well. Okay, let's see if we can actually get some slows this time. We did. We got a couple on Ancient One. That's good. Hank is not long for this lifetime. Nope, there goes Hank. All right. I had a feeling that wasn't going to work out great with the setup at the very beginning, but we were already in there, might as well try it. All right. So let's get in here and try this again. We will get it to work. We absolutely will get it to work. It may take us 10 times, but we'll get it done. Okay, that's not great. Is Hank gonna live? No, he is not. Okay. Can we get some good RNG this time? So far, we have not. All right. Why did she have to go first? Because I absolutely love this setup. Question is Hank going to live through this first barrage? Because I don't think he is. Okay. Okay. He did. Very good. Okay. We're going to go ahead and start out with the basics. And we are going to go ahead and ability block Ancient One. Okay, we are going to go in here with her basic. We're going to try to save. Please be the ultimate. Great. We're going to save our abilities for after this, because he always clears all of their negative effects. Okay, now we're going to go in here and start using some of these abilities. Okay, let's go ahead and rewind Patriot. Okay. That was the absolute best case scenario for us. Stay alive. Okay. Nope. Okay. We will keep being patient until we get there. That is for sure. Okay, let's get back in here and see if we can get it to go our way. We absolutely will. Just a matter of how many times it's going to take. Let's have a good setup, and let's have Ancient One start with her ultimate. Nope. I'm going to go ahead and reset. Save time. That is absolutely not going to work with her starting out with her special right out of the gate. So we will just keep resetting until we get a good setup, instead of knowing that we're going to lose and continuing to just walk right through it. Ancient One needs to go, she needs to either do her ultimate on the first turn, or she needs to go 4th or 5th. There's a lot of things that have to work in our favor, but sooner or later it does. Okay, rewind on Hank. Not a big deal. Okay. Going after Hank. Okay, good. Defense down on Ancient One. That's not great. Okay, there goes her special. Okay. Now we are going to... We need to go ahead and do his special. We need to get some defense down out there. Okay. All right. We are going to ability block Ancient One. Okay. We're going to go here and hopefully hit 4 of them. Very good. Okay. And we are going to go right after Ancient One. Get a stun on her. Okay. And we're going to lose Hank unless he barriers up quick. All right. He did. Very good. Okay, we need to get safeguard on him immediately. Man, the retaliations are crazy. All right. We're going to try a new strategy, and we're going to save Emma's ability block. We're also going to save Ancient One's stun, because when Shadow King does his ultimate, he clears all of that stuff, so it's just completely wasted. So we are going to do basics until Shadow King does his ultimate. And we're going to see if that works. Okay, we got fairly decent setup over here. Okay, rewind on Emma. Okay. And Ancient One went last, which is good. Okay. We're going to get his safeguard up, but then we are going basic from here on out. Okay. And then here goes his ultimate. Clear your stuff, Joaquin. All right. We got through that. See if we can get some slows out there now. Okay, we did get some slows. And now we are going to get in here. We need to get to Emma's ultimate, which we don't have yet. All right, we're going to ability block Emma. All right. We need to rewind Ancient One. Okay. Very good. Okay, we've gotten through both of Shadow King's abilities. Okay. Now, let's use her special. Live through all the retaliations. Let's go. Okay, we really needed his ultimate there. We need Emma to go so we can get rid of all of that barrier. And she just got rewound, which isn't fantastic. Okay. Okay. Here we go. See if we can get rid of her. She's got 2 death proofs. All right, this is going to speed up Patriot. All right, let's get in here with Patriot Special. All right. We cannot target Emma, unfortunately. We need to get Hank gone so that we can get access to her. All right, let's go. All right. Here we go. I think this might be the one. All right, let's get Safeguard back up on Hank. Okay. We are still stuck on Patriot. For goodness sakes. Okay, now we need Emma's ultimate. And she doesn't have it. This barrier is going to kill us if we don't get rid of it. Okay, that got rid of the barrier. Okay, we need to go ahead and go all in on him. We've still got Patriots. Okay, we got rid of Emma. We've about got Shadow King gone. Okay, he is down low enough that he's not hidden. We have got to survive this. Okay, yeah, this is it. Come on, hang in there. Okay. We're going to go ahead and basic. Got rid of his death proof. Okay. He's gone. All right. All right, now we need to focus on getting Shadow King down, because if we don't, when we kill Patriot, Shadow King will bring them all back. So we need to take him out first. Okay, very good. We got it. All right. Well, it took 10 or 11 or 12 times, but there you go. The RNG's got to be perfect. And it's going to take a bunch of times unless you just get super lucky, but you absolutely can get through it. So guys, I hope you saw some value in this. I know a lot of you guys out there have really been looking to, one, be able to get in here with less than 3 Liberty, and 2, be able to use Ancient 1. So there's a couple different options for you when it comes to that. If you got some value out of the video, hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe, slap that bell around all over the place. Share this video with your friends if you think it can help them. And at the end of the day, guys, you know what you got to do. Stay positive and enjoy the game.